I'm not going to let Paddy Ashdown go because he's always asking to be treated on the same footing as Blair and Major. So I just want to see what it's like if we actually do that, right? I've got to get this off my chest. Let's just take a look at a good hard look at Paddy Ashdown, all right? Because people say that the Tories must be deeply unpopular and reviled because they're only on about 30% of the poll. But this is still twice as much as the Lib Dems. So the Lib Dems must be the most despised people in the land. So let's take a look at this stinking party and their degenerate leader, Paddy Ashdown. Now, Paddy Ashdown claims to be above the traditional slanging match of two-party politics. Yet he seems to favour a new slanging match of three-party politics. While Blair and Major attacked only one other person, my records show that Ashdown attacked two. Paddy Ashdown is twice as dirty as the other party leaders. While Paddy Ashdown attacked Labour for abandoning its principles, he forgot he was leading a party that in 1987 abandoned not only its principles, but its name. Twice. From Liberal to Social and Liberal Democrat to Liberal Democratic Party. Paddy Ashdown is unprincipled and confused. Now, while Paddy Ashdown attacked the Tories over sleaze, he forgot that he himself confessed to a marital indiscretion when he was about to be found out by the press. Paddy Ashdown is a deceiving adulterer. While Paddy Ashdown attacked Labour for changing its policies simply to get elected, he forgets that his party's central policy, proportional representation, was only adopted because it has singularly failed to get elected since 1924. Paddy Ashdown is a hypocrite. And finally, Paddy Ashdown asks us to applaud his record of public service, not only as a diplomat, but as an officer in the Special Boat Service skilled in combat. That's our final piece of evidence for our indictment. If you voted Liberal Democrat today, you voted for a deceiving, hypocritical, deeply unprincipled, adulterous and confused, trained killer. So, heed our poster warning, Britain is booming, report Paddy Ashdown to the police.
Well, that's one point of view, admittedly, but putting personality to one side, let's forget all of that. There was one of Killer Ashdown's policies which captured 12% of the public's imagination like no other. A penny on income tax to fund education. Just a penny. It's only a penny. Unfortunately, this philosophy was also adopted by the Lib Dems' financial backers, each of whom gave them a penny.
But never mind, a penny on income tax. It's still a good idea, and after all, it's only a Liberal Democrat policy. I mean, it's perfectly harmless.
On May the 2nd, trembling with the thrill of government, Chancellor Beath takes 7 seconds to read out his budget speech, which says, more or less, I will put a penny on income tax to pay for education. Chief Secretary of the Treasury, Malcolm Bruce, or is it Michael anyway, the one who looks like Ernie Wise, this one. He announces plans for the revenue's pennies to be placed in a new national piggy bank to be constructed in Threadneedle Street.
Environment Secretary, that Lord bloke who did the press conferences, extends the policy by putting a penny on house prices, thus plugging the Lib Dems' spending black hole with a much-needed £500.
Education Minister Alan Beath, no, we've had him, John Cleese, announces a new flat tax rate of a penny on every penny. People don't mind, because, I mean, after all, it's only a penny. But then they realise it means giving everything they've earned to the government. The country descends into a brutal and bloody civil war from which it never recovers.
So thank God today that the number of voters prepared to hand over our country's natural resources to a stupid bunch of cacked-up financial brigands is still only about 12 or 13%.